what's up? It's April, the Sci-Fi Mombie. Welcome to the Sci-Fi Mombie podcast. With me, as always, is Victor.
Hello.
And you might hear... I'm telling you, I thought I kicked Monday's ass. I didn't. All right, you might hear Gail walking through every once in a while, and all the furry kids. So, wow, we've had quite the week.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, we've had quite the month. Actually, we've had... Never mind. Shit show, ladies and gentlemen. So, Victor had to get his beautiful cast taken off because unfortunately he's having a little bit of an issue. So we go back Wednesday to the doctor. We love his doctor. She's awesome. See what's going on. From a bridge. So, we don't got any news except there was a death in the community today. And I know him from Thor. But it was, don't you, I hate getting older. Hold, please. But anyways, while we're holding so I can find my stinking notes, you can find us everywhere, Vic. Where do they find us at?
Anything you can think of, we're on it.
Oh, gee. I'm much better than that. Okay, so we're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, which is where I spend most of my time. Counter Social, Mastodon, Patreon, YouTube, the other place I spend most of my time. I have like a whole folder of Mombie stuff. That's just all I do. It seems like all day is social media. Okay, so check us out. And if you are a YouTuber, please subscribe to our channel and like our videos. We'd love you for it. Going back to what we were talking about, Ray Stevenson. I know him as one of Thor's buddies, the big tall dude with the, red hair. Yeah, he was in The Other Guys as one of the detectives. He was a really funny guy. He passed away today. He was 58. I mean, that's young. Young. So, okay. Moving on. Vic and I have been... Since Vic's been laid up and he can't do much, I mean, he is getting physical therapy and he's working on that, but he's kind of had a tiny setback with this cast being taken off. We have been binge watching a lot. And what we're going to do is we're going to start a series tonight where we're going to talk about Scream. I've seen Scream 1 and 2, but I never went farther than that. I don't like horror movies. I've never liked horror movies. Thanks, Uncle Dennis. They just scared the crap out of me. I don't like the blood and gore. But Vic goes, let's just watch it. Let's just go through it. He says, I know where they're all at. Let's go. And I'm like, he's like, even the TV series. I'm like, even the TV series? Yeah, let's do that. So we're going to do a small series. It's going to be movies 1 through 4. Are we going to jump to the TV series? Or are we going to talk about 5 and 6 and then jump to the TV series?
I think we should save the TV series for last since it kind of isn't really connected to the movies at all.
Yeah, it has nothing connected to the movies.
Except for Ghostface in the 3rd season. But that's it.
Yeah, Ghostface ain't even Ghostface in the beginning.
Yeah.
It's weird. All right, so what are we calling this series for Scream?
I don't know. You
usually come up with the really good lines. I mean, we'll figure out something. Has to be something hilarious. I don't know. We'll figure it out and then we'll make it up as we go. Which is what we do all the time. The fun never stops at the Sci-Fi Mombie house. So, we'll just start with Scream 1 through 4, and we'll start with Scream 1. classic.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got Skeet Ulrich and Nev Campbell and Courtney Cox, and I could see his face, and I don't remember his name.
Let's see.
Rose
Kennedy,
McGowan, Jamie Kennedy, Shaggy.
Matthew Lillard.
Matthew Lillard, thank you. But I mean, it's just, you see all these faces, and you're like, God.
Oh, and David Arquette.
David Arquette, yeah, can't forget Dewey.
Oh,
Henry Winkler was the
Drew
principal.
Barrymore.
Yeah, Drew dies first. So.
I know, but she was all over the promotional stuff.
Yeah, she was. But I saw it in theaters when I was 97, 96?
96.
96.
Is when it came out.
I saw it in theaters with my bud Rob, and of course that was a double feature night because Star Trek was out. But you can tell I'm a sci-fi nerd, right? Just a second, I gotta get my charging cord. The storyline is classic because they take all the Jasons and the Freddys and the what else was popular then? Hitchcock and Michael Myers. They roll it all into one, but yet they still introduce new things. The double murder series. What else do they introduce? You know, the Ghostface. They introduce Ghostface. They, you know,
there's always two killers. That was also a thing.
Yeah, there was always two killers. The cliche about losing your virginity and you're gonna die.
Even though that never happened.
I know, right?
Oh, and not to mention, a big name actor being all over the promotional stuff and then dying in the first few minutes.
Yeah. Of course, we all love Drew Barrymore, so.
Yeah.
But, you know, stuff like that. Don't unplug my phone.
Not.
Okay. But the plot flows, and Courtney Cox, you know, I love her. I love her from Friends. I love her now in Shining Vale. Oh my gosh. If you haven't seen that on Stars, you need to catch it because it's good. We love that around here. Even though it has some questionable scenes.
Oh.
It's still got a great plot line. It kind of hinges on that horror, supernatural suspense. It's like all balled into one. For me, Scream was kind of one of those period you know, I call them milestone movies. I shouldn't say period. But it kind of seemed like a rite of passage, even though I hate horror movies. Like, I can't stand Saw. I can't do it. The blood, the gore, the inflicting pain on people. I can't do it. Why is this all the way down there? Hello. Oh my gosh. So we don't have an area for studio in this house. So we're trying our best with everything we have. So we're just kind of sitting here shooting the breeze, watching Family Guy talking about Scream.
Yeah.
You know, Seth produced Brannon Braga horror series called Books of Blood. And I had some Orville friends say, hey, you know you don't like horror, but have you watched this? And I'm like, But you know what? Pretty damn good. And it's actually it's been redone by Brannon Braga. And it's really good. Catch it on, where did I find that out? I think it's Prime. Back to Scream. They left it open. But I mean, you think that they're dead, right? And you always go back and shoot them to make sure.
Yeah.
That's the quote of the day.
The head.
Yeah. Yeah. In the head.
Yep.
Nowhere else. Well, why can't you shoot him in the heart?
Well,
why not?
That did happen with Jill.
That is true. It did happen with Jill, didn't it? So.
Actually, it did also work with Mrs. Loomis as well.
Yes.
Because she was already dead by the time they shot her in the head.
That is true. Yep. Well, that's because Sydney was tired of bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Sydney, as time goes on, as you watch these, okay, guys, if you haven't seen Scream 1 through 4, spoiler alert, you're going to find out some shit tonight.
But Laurie Metcalf was really good in that role.
Okay, so we're moving on to 2.
No.
Oh.
I was just making a note.
Gail.
Yeah.
What's her last name?
Weathers.
Weathers. It's been a long
Not
day.
to be confused with Gail Hailstorm. That's a completely different movie franchise.
Maybe we'll do a series on that.
Yeah. They only have the first 3 on HBO Max right now.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like you have to hop platforms everywhere to find
How many
something.
are there?
I don't know. I'll have to IMDb it.
Hmm.
I'm sure, 6?
Wow.
Oh, great. Our neighbor's yelling again. Woohoo! Oh. So y'all know we moved. And
Unfortunately.
a lot of our neighbors are cool.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, the house directly across the street from us, isn't.
Yeah. We're not going into detail.
Yeah, we're not gonna shame. But it's
shame is
freaks Gail out a lot.
Shame isn't. It's barely scratching the surface of how we feel right now.
Yeah. A lot of people died in Scream. Rose McGowan. I can't stand that one.
That was she Tatum.
Mm-hmm.
She was the one that was
in the dog door. Yeah. Ugh.
Oh, they parodied. I remember how they parodied that in Scary Movie.
Mm-hmm.
It was not even one of the main characters. It was just this random fat girl, and before the killer could even kill her, the garage door comes down on her.
It's always the fat girl.
I know. It
just goes to show you that not even your girlfriend is safe.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
even though her boyfriend was a killer.
Yeah.
But he wasn't the one that killed her. It was Billy.
Yeah, it was Billy.
Because you could tell when he came to the front door, he looked at Stu with that look.
Well, every time he wanted to kill somebody that was close to Stu, he gave him that look.
Yeah.
And Stu just let it happen. But it
was a part of their plan, though.
Quite honestly, though, if you think about it, it was kind of like a back and forth.
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to kill my person, I'm going to kill yours.
Yeah.
That sounds like a classic Hitchcock crisscross.
Mm-hmm.
Neve Campbell is awesome. I loved her in Party of Five. You don't see much of her lately. Anymore.
Outside of Scream, which she wasn't...
My God, how much money did she make off those movies?
Well...
Oh, she didn't?
No, she did.
Did she become, executive producer of 3 and 4?
I think so, but... She wasn't in 6.
She refused to be in it.
Yeah, because they weren't going to pay her
And 5
enough.
was a totally different...
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, in 6, they weren't going to pay Neve Campbell enough. So she was like, I'm not coming back.
Well, I mean, look at how much time and energy she's...
I mean, she was there since the beginning.
And all the time and the acting and the energy and she's put into it, and they just were like, see ya.
Yeah.
So, Scream 1. Watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Paramount Plus.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Scream 2. Sydney goes to college. You know, they should have gave them dumbass names. Scream 2. Sydney goes to college.
Scream 3. Oh, wait, we're in Hollywood now.
Oh, my God. We're on the set in Hollywood. Oh, sorry. Valley Girl came out.
Scream
2.
No. Scream 4. It's the cousin.
Oh, God. No, I thought it was the brother.
No, in Scream 4 it was...
No, it's the brother.
It was...
Wasn't it Sydney's half-brother?
That's Scream 3.
Oh, no shit. It's been a long day film.
Yeah, Scream 4, it's the cousin.
Oh, God.
And then Scream 5.
That's right, because Emma Roberts is being little good girl. And then she's killing everybody.
Until the end.
Yeah. Even kill her own mom.
She didn't actually kill.
Well, I know, but she had somebody kill her mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, the other killer of the movie, Charlie, did most of the kills. I
know where you're glossing over too.
I know.
Because you don't like that Jamie Kennedy was murdered.
He could have. He had so much potential to come back.
I know.
He did have a cameo in Scream 3, though. So, remember the tape that Martha
gave him?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, doesn't he? He doesn't have any more cameos in 5 and 6?
No.
With his niece and nephew? Are you sure?
I'm sure. He has a picture in Scream 5.
I consider
as a memorial.
I consider that a cameo.
Well, he did. Jamie Kennedy did lend his voice for one of the kids at the party in Scream 5.
Yeah, that's true.
And speaking of lending voices, Drew Barrymore lent her voice as the principal in Scream 5 as well.
Yep, she did. That was interesting.
Yeah.
Henry Winkler was the principal in 1, and he did.
Yeah.
He did.
We never even met the principal or headmaster in Scream 2.
Yeah. So, well, it was college. That would be the dean.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't like how Jamie Kennedy's character came to an end in 2.
Yeah.
Like Vic said, there was so much potential. He's one of my favorite actors because of Malibu's Most Wanted and Son of the Mask. I know people get on to me. How can you bring that movie up? I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I'm not your average moviegoer either.
Uh-huh.
So when I was going through film school at Southwest Missouri State, my advisor would make fun of me in class.
Mm-hmm.
Because movies he would call shit, I would sit there and I would say, well, this plot was good, and this cinematography was good, and this was great. And he's like, no, it wasn't. And I'm like, okay.
Mm.
And then after class, my classmates would come in and, we were thinking the same thing. Thanks for speaking up. Well, why did you speak up? So it kind of, life. But
I wish I could walk.
we wish Vic could walk too. Kind of like Jenna Ortega in Scream 5.
Oh,
anyways, we're not to that one yet. A lot of good twists and turns in that one.
Mm-hmm.
Laurie Metcalf should have won an Oscar for that movie.
Yeah.
She was awesome the way she had Gail tricked.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Just, I love Laurie Metcalf from Roseanne, The Connors, mm-hmm. and Big Bang Theory. Because she was Sheldon's mom.
Same thing with, was it Mickey? He wasn't really that off-putting either. Mm-mm. He was a little off, but it wasn't really...
Good actor.
Yeah.
Good actor. Mm-hmm. I don't like what they did to Jerry O'Connell.
Yeah.
That was horrible.
Yeah.
And Jamie Kennedy.
And then there was Jada Pinkett Smith in the beginning of that one.
She was the Drew Barrymore.
Yeah.
That's a theme. Somebody always dies at the beginning.
And it's a big name celebrity, too.
Yeah. So 3.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't it Jenny McCarthy Wahlberg that died first? No, it was... Yeah.
And
right?
then it was Cotton Weary.
Yeah.
He could have also come back again. He could have been in Scream 4 if they didn't kill him.
Yeah,
I think he would have done great too.
I do have to say in Scream 2, I was happy to see Cotton get vindicated. Mm-hmm. And get to move on with his life.
Yeah, he got his redemption.
And unfortunately, he had a cute girlfriend, and they both died.
Yeah. And Scream 3, I like it, except for the whole voice modulator thing. It was 2000. That technology wasn't around back then. I don't know.
Well, it was in its infancy.
But it
And
was
the only
not that
place,
advanced.
I know, the only places that had it was Silicon Valley and Hollywood, right?
Yeah.
So,
Like, still,
when
I don't know what.
Sydney walked on set and saw all the houses and the vehicles and
Yeah.
then Gail having to deal with Dewey being a consultant,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and dating the actress that was playing Gail.
Oh, no, they weren't dating.
Well, it seemed like it. Okay. But anyways, it looked like both ladies were just in shock.
Yeah.
I mean, how much torture can one person take?
Mm-hmm.
I asked that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Of orphans and just life in general. I'm tired of school shootings, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about Scream.
Yeah.
But life seems to imitate art sometimes, which is creepy.
Yep.
So, all right, Scream 3. It's the bro, the half bro.
Yep.
What a twist.
Not to mention that him and Sydney never even met prior to them.
But he knew all about Sydney.
Yep.
Scott Foley, right? Is the actor. Yeah, boy, he did really well. What was his name again? Character's name. Roman. It just, they were trying to focus on the dark side of Hollywood.
Yeah.
I don't think it went over very well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a lot of people already knew about it.
Yeah.
So, moving on.
Oh, and we can't forget about
I will say the guy that was in the house
Princess Leia made a cameo.
Oh yeah, Carrie Fisher's in there. Well, I'll come back to that in a second.
Okay.
But the cinematography and the special effects on the dude that was in the house when the gas line was cut.
Mm-hmm.
That was insane.
Actually, what it was someone turned on the stove in the kitchen.
No, I thought they cut the gas line.
Mm-mm.
Oh.
It was a gas stove that was leaking.
Which that happens a lot. But yeah, just the way the house exploded and it was just beautiful.
Not to mention, Scream 3 was supposed to have 2 killers. But the script got leaked, so they had to completely redo it.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
And that one girl who was playing as Sydney, Angelina, I think her name was supposed to be the other killer. But that got cut.
Wow.
But there are still some parts of the movie where,
it's discombobulated.
Yeah.
Like they tried to keep, certain parts and then it didn't connect right. And, yeah.
Because if you look in that scene before the gas got cut off, she's the one that went into the kitchen.
Yeah.
So she could have been the only...
Well, didn't the guy follow her into the kitchen?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I
thought he was following her.
No, it was literally just her. And... But I get... Roman was unaccounted for, too. But he... How would he have been there?
Yeah. Because... Wasn't there supposed to be a party that night at Roman's? Or am I...
I think so. I don't know.
Yeah.
But,
So, I mean, it's worth a watch.
Mm-hmm.
Just...
If you look at it for what it is.
If you love Scream, but you like quickly thrown together scripts because of leakage, just remember it that way.
Yeah.
Still your favorite characters.
Mm-hmm.
Still your favorite heroines. So.
It's still Courtney Cox.
It's still Neve Campbell. It's still David Arquette. And, that was an amazing husband-wife acting duo. Yeah. They're still amazing. They're not together anymore, but they're still amazing. Scream 4.
Uh-huh.
I hate that one. I didn't want to see Dewey die.
That was Scream 5.
Oh. Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
I thought it was. Yeah, it was 5. God damn.
Yeah, that did suck though in Scream 5,
which we're not talking about till the next podcast.
I know, but still.
It all flows together.
It's Scream.
It's Scream. It's got multiple dimensions, yeah.
It was made by Dimension Films.
What the hell is this?
Oh, and Mom, not to mention one of the dimensions was Dimension Films.
Okay, I have to pause for a moment. I just saw the weirdest commercial on FXX. Stars on Mars, and Bill Shatner is the host. Wait. Golf clap. Ronda Rousey was like one of the headliners. I missed the other two they were talking about. So just in case you want to watch that show on Fox this summer, because we're going into the summer season, everything good is on hiatus because of the strike, which we fully support.
Yep.
Get that money.
Anyway, back to Scream.
I'll do my plug
back
here.
To your red.
I'll do my plug here in a minute because I'm so proud of Disney. Okay.
Back to our regularly...
That's our scheduled program over at Paramount. Okay.
No. Back to our regularly scheduled Scream.
Already in progress. Story.
Mm-hmm.
And then they write, I shouldn't say invent, they write her aunt and her cousin.
Well, they did sort of invent it.
Of course.
But as I was saying, one of the dimensions you were talking about, when you were talking about Scream has a lot of dimensions, one of them is Dimension Films. Who made it.
Yep.
Well, at least the first.
Well, Wes Craven is a genius. He's no longer with us, but my God, that man knew horror, and he knew how to twist it, and he was Hitchcockian and M. Night Shyamalamian. I mean, he could just take the actors and get the best performance out of them. It was incredible. All of them are incredible.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sad he's no longer with us.
And they made a tribute character for him in Scream 5.
They did. Yeah.
But he also died. So he's
no longer with us. But we remember him because he is a horror genius.
I will say, what is the point of making a memorial character when they're just going to kill him off?
Anyways.
Uh-huh.
Okay. By the time you get to, is it 4 or 5 where Neve Campbell is running with the baby in the stroller? Is it 4?
That's 5.
Is it 5?
Yes.
Really? Oh yeah, because Gail says in 6, she's not showing up, don't expect her.
Yeah, because she said...
Because she was done.
Yeah, she was taking Mark and the kids somewhere safe.
That's right.
Far away from...
Far away, Patrick Dempsey. Who was in 3, right? Yes, because he was stabbed by Roman.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how Sydney and Mark got together.
Speaking of Patrick's, Patrick Warburton was also in Scream 3.
Oh, yeah, he was the bodyguard.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he died.
Yep, they killed him. Or he killed him. Right?
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. This is why I stopped watching after 2.
Yeah.
Plus, there was a lot going on at that time. I think I had it. What was that, 2000 when 3 came out?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I had a baby that year. Oh. He's like 23 now. We'll be 23 in October. From Umbridge.
Oh my gosh, that means that movie is 23 years old.
Which one?
Scream 3.
Oh, yeah.
You call?
Oh, I was just telling the audience that you'll be walking around singing, dancing.
Whatever it is you do.
Kilty flinging.
Stop saying. You're gonna edit that out.
I'm not editing it. I released the other one. Nobody has said anything.
You're doxing me.
I'm not doxing you.
You're not supposed to release what fucking town we live in, Mom.
Oh my God, Becky. They know where we are.
Yeah, that's a bad thing.
Oh, we'll be fine.
It's not like they're gonna do anything.
Uh-huh. When a really, really creepy-ass guy finds our podcast and he's like, they live in Springfield. Trace ID.
How would they know?
Make a
though?
good screenplay.
No, Mom. Getting actually murdered is at night.
I still have an idea off of Ed Sheeran's Bad Habits.
No one cares.
Yeah.
No one likes the ginger weirdo.
Huh? Actually, I just saw something on Move On Twitter. He just donated all these musical instruments to Westboro High School in California. Welcome to Pillow World, Brian.
Is it Boots?
Damn it, it's this episode. Okay.
It's Boots.
It's Bootsy Doodle. All I have to say about 4 is I think they were trying to do a reboot for the next generation.
It didn't work.
And it flopped.
Yeah.
I mean, who was the boyfriend? It was a Culkin, right?
Yeah.
Rory?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, maybe it could have worked. But isn't the story of Scream always good over evil? Right? In the end, we defeat Ghostface. Yeah.
And I don't know how to feel about the whole Jill just wanting to be Sydney thing. Because,
Yeah.
I think it was a fun idea, but...
I mean, I can understand the aspect of feeling like you're in the shadows and your family members are always getting more attention than you. Be nice. Vic's injured.
Even
But-
beforehand.
That's even a little bit too far.
Yeah.
Killing people to get... Hey, Melissa McCarthy.
Well, that's exactly what Mickey was trying to do, though. But he wasn't trying to get away with it. He was literally trying... he was just trying to have a trial. Which I don't know why. Because most killers are trying to get away with it.
Mm-hmm.
And also they, not only did they do the whole making a movie thing in Scream 4, they did it in Scream 5, too.
Publicity.
Yeah.
Which I don't know.
Well, and you got to think about how many people have tried to mimic horror movies in this country.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on. It's not...
But hey,
He
only...
just licked my toe.
Aw, he's giving you kisses.
On my toe?
Sure.
But I will say, Jill and Charlie did go a step farther and actually recorded it.
Yeah. Well, and that's when the rise of Facebook.
Yeah.
What year was that? It was a lot.
2011.
I mean, 2011?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Damn, that's a lot of time between
Yeah.
3 and 4.
I mean, it's also a lot of time between 4 and 5.
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean,
I think
11 years?
I think Paramount was going through restructuring, rebranding. Look at how long it took from Nemesis to start the reboot of Star Trek to get something out of that.
Yeah.
I mean, they had shut down Enterprise, and we're just sitting there going, okay, what's next? Hello. So, companies go through that.
Yeah.
You're seeing it right now with Disney.
And that's not the only thing that involves something called Nemesis.
Somebody got fisted.
And, wait, what Star Trek movie was Nemesis?
TNG's last movie.
No, what number?
4.
Oh.
Well, it's actually 12.
Oh.
Wait, no. Yeah.
Because...
No, it's 10. Sorry.
I can't remember exactly when it released, but...
I was booping.
Just to put it in perspective, Resident Evil 3 Nemesis was on the original PlayStation.
Okay.
The main system...
Now we're talking video games I have no idea about.
No. But the main system that Resident Evil 4 was on was GameCube. And that was in 2005.
Wow.
So...
All I know is Super Mario Brothers 1, 2, 3, Dr. Mario, Tetris, Duck Hunt, okay?
And Sonic.
I'm old school.
And you know about Sonic.
And Sonic.
Can I ask about the...
I
just
didn't...
like, Boosie's like, God, your foot stinks.
I didn't really plan my lifestyle change. My lifestyle change was planned for me.
Well, yeah. After what they went through. I need to get back on the wagon myself.
My leg sucks.
So, I think, going back to Scream, I think the cinematography got better as they went along. What?
The script got worse.
But the script got worse. So, that has to be Wes Craven's genius.
I will say, I don't think that any of the Scream movies were bad per se. I just think the script quality went down.
You know, we're sitting here being like any other critic around the world, giving our 2 cents.
Well,
right?
Not every critic.
But we're fans.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what we would have loved to say. It's too late. Stewie's like, hi. We just all kind of caught it.
This is the episode where Stewie tries Adderall.
Welcome to Pillow World, Brian. It's my favorite.
What they put
One of my favorite quotes. Oh, is Brian on Adderall too? Yes, he is.
Everyone has different effects to it, apparently.
Yeah. Tony, my oldest, was on Adderall for years. Actually, he started out on one component of Adderall, and then he went to Adderall. It slowed him down. Anthony has a very advanced stage of ADHD. And he still struggles with it today. That's why I'm such a proponent. I'm so for mental health awareness. So was it
kind of like Stewie?
Sorry, I just got a text I got to respond to. By the way, happy birthday, Scarlett. Ranger's daughter, happy birthday. You're finally a teenager. I'm sorry. Today is her birthday. So shout out to Scarlett. We have code names here. So, except me. I'm just me.
And me.
Yeah, that's true. We don't have, well, I guess Sci-Fi Mombie is my code name. Anyways, I felt that costumes and special effects, cinematography, and sound editing and editing, it all made up for the holes in some of the scripts, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think 1 and 2 are, and 5 and 6 are the masterpieces.
Yeah.
It's something that is, I guess horror films are just going to be a part of American culture. Honestly, I've felt for a long time, and this is my opinion, you don't have to agree with it, but I felt like horror movies was the mental health issues of America coming out on film. What do you think, Vic?
What?
I felt that horror movies was America's mental health issues being written and coming out on film.
Yeah.
I feel like I can see where Nami's coming from.
Mm-hmm.
1 through 4 are great.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't change it for anything.
5 and 6.
Yeah, 5 and 6 will be our next podcast.
And they were 5 and 6.
Yeah, I mean, they're good.
Yeah.
Right? Jenna Ortega is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
What a talented young lady.
And then the other...
Of course, I love her as
Samantha.
Wednesday.
And then there's also Samantha. I can't remember what her
Oh,
actress's name is.
we'll just look that up here.
Isn't it Melissa something?
Melissa something. Hold, please. IMDb. I am not sponsored by nor paid by IMDb, but it is my
We would love
film
that,
and
though.
TV Bible. So there.
But if you could sponsor us,
that would be awesome. That would just be the icing on the cake for me.
Bootsy says, I think horror movies are a gross misconception of mental illness and they need to stop.
All right. See, even Gail and I agree on something right now.
No, that was Bootsy.
Oh, it's Bootsy through Gail.
No, it was just Bootsy.
Melissa Barrera
Yeah, I knew.
Yes,
it was
Sam.
Melissa.
is Sam.
Yeah.
There's some times that I see Deadpool's girlfriend.
Deadpool's girlfriend.
What is that actress's name?
Her name is Deadpool's girlfriend.
That's not funny, Gail. Yes, you are. Shut it.
What are you talking about? That's obviously Bootsy.
Yeah, Mom.
And obviously Bootsy.
Just go with it.
With the flow. Marina, yeah, they're not even related. Marina
Something.
Baccarin, Baccarin, Baccarin.
Baccarin?
Baccarin. Yeah, they're not related. But I saw her in Melissa sometimes, especially during those like really powerful emotional scenes. It reminded me of how Marina acted during Deadpool or Firefly, Serenity.
Mm-hmm.
Check it out. It's good. I mean, I still have issues with it, but moving on.
What issues do you have with it?
I don't think it got enough. Okay. Firefly. This is what we're talking, right?
Mm.
I don't think it got enough episodes. It like just went, just shot. And then they did the Serenity movie, which I still have to find and watch. But I'm just saying, it was just weird. It was just a weird chop. Fox cut it at the wrong time. But look at how many people got really good starts out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Nathan Fillion,
Who?
the rookie.
I don't know who any of those people are.
Marina Baccarin, Alan Tudyk, who is Resident Alien. I love him in 28 Days with Sandra Bullock. That's a great movie. You got to watch that. It brings out the mental health and substance abuse issue that America has. Good storyline, funny, humor wrapped around it. Steve Buscemi's in it too. He's really good in that role.
Mm-hmm.
The lady from 911 Lone Star, who is the ambulance captain, she is Alan's wife in Firefly. You see a lot of Star Trek people float in and out.
I keep seeing someone walking by our window.
It's the neighbors across the street.
Creeping me out.
I know. But, so, that's our podcast on Scream 1 through 4. They all just flow together, although Courtney Cox
Doesn't age.
doesn't age, and 2, won't give up on Scream. Because she's the executive producer, one of the executive producers.
It's her baby. Okay?
It is her baby. Yeah.
Like, my favorite role, Courtney Cox, like my two favorite roles is the woman in Shining Vale and what's her name? Monica.
Monica on Friends.
I love
Mhm.
Friends so much.
Yeah. This is my favorite role besides Shining Vale. So I just had a mind fart because there's a show that's coming back this summer, and I'm really, oh yeah, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia comes back June 7th.
Oh.
Anything else coming out this summer?
Futurama.
Oh yes, Futurama hits Hulu on July 24th, people.
I'm so excited. I saw it announced on Twitter, and I was just like, I was in the car with Dad, and I fucking screamed.
Oh, I know. I got this text from Tony. He's like, "Oh my God, Futurama release date!" And I'm like, "Yeah."
Speaking of things that were announced
Sorry.
on Twitter.
Sorry, but Futurama will always be my favorite over two other shows.
Speaking
Sorry.
of things that were announced on Twitter.
What?
Speak Now, Taylor's version is coming out.
Oh, there we go.
7?
Yeah,
June
music
7th.
news.
No, not July 7th.
July 7th.
July 7th?
Okay.
Okay.
Speak now or forever hold.
Archer announced the last season is coming. Gail, thank you. Talked about the stars on Mars on Fox. There's a summer baking championship on Food Network. I was surprised. And now that I have access to live TV, I'm ecstatic. I'm forgetting. Oh,
Girl, I'm trying to loosen you. Half and half of that goose and juice. Baby, tell me what it's going to be.
is that copyrighted?
What?
Is that copyrighted?
Not when it's a cover of me in a Siri voice.
Okay. So the next podcast will go to Scream 5 and 6.
Then we can start on the Conjuring series.
Then the next, oh God, not the Conjuring series.
It's so good.
Okay.
I fucking hate horror movies.
Then why are you
AKA.
watching it?
Okay, The Conjuring, aka a movie where a bunch of people
Okay.
get thrown around for how long?
Okay,
That's my
wait.
favorite.
Okay, is Poltergeist and The Conjuring similar?
Yeah. My favorite horror movie is The Shining, and it will always be The Shining.
Okay, I like Poltergeist 1 through 4. Shut up. 4 got really bad reviews.
Before anyone says anything, don't.
Yeah. And of course, the disclaimer is if you don't like what you hear here, turn it off. It's that simple.
And not to mention,
Oh, are you? Oh, yay!
Speak now
How I Met Your Father is back.
or Lord peace.
Oh, dude, is that live Hulu for that price? We find the defendant, Peter Griffin. Call.
Well, how many seasons have we missed of that show?
Which one?
How I Met Your Father.
This is the second season.
Oh, yippee!
Okay.
so
Are we gonna wait? It's
It's
getting ready to cut off. Are we gonna keep talking about something else, or we just want to end?
And then we're gonna.
All right.
Bye.
Well, we will see you later this week because we're gonna do another podcast on Scream 5 and 6. Later.